From the Ticats Audio Network, this is ongoing coverage of Grey Cup Week in Hamilton, presented by Swoop Airlines.
Louie B and Luke Tasker at the Hamilton Convention Center as the CFL Awards are awarded tonight. And I got to let you know that Grey Cup Week on the Ticats Audio Network, presented by Swoop Airlines, the official airline of the 108th Grey Cup. This winter, why not trade parkas for palm trees with Swoop, Canada's ultra non-expensive airline. You can fly to sun for less. Visit flyswoop.com to save big on flights. And listen to the Ticats Audio Network all throughout Grey Cup Week, as in partnership with Swoop, we're giving away a pair of 2 amazing prizes, a pair of Grey Cup tickets and a pair of round-trip flights to anywhere Swoop flies. All you have to do is listen for the Swoop keyword, and we'll give you a different keyword in every piece of content we create this week. So the more you listen, the more chances you have to win flights. Go to ticats.ca/listen-to-win for full contest details, terms, and conditions. As mentioned, it's Luke Tasker and Louie B broadcasting live from the Hamilton Convention Center, and the awards are being awarded tonight. And I mean, this is always a special night, Luke. I mean, there's a buzz in the air. I mean, whether you're in the game or whether you're not in the game, like when you come to the awards, you really get a sense of what Grey Cup Week means.
Yep, absolutely. It's a great night. It's a great night for the league and for the guys who are, of course, receiving awards. Really amazing honor, a really great, checkpoint in those guys' careers. But even just to be around here, actually, I can tell you it's a lot better when you're not playing in the game tonight, because the guys who are playing, they're getting ready for the biggest game of their careers in 2 days, and this is sort of that night, the last kind of free night of your week. So a little more nerves for the guys who are have to play on Sunday, but for the league, for Hamilton, this is a great event.
As mentioned, we'll be joined by every award winner here tonight, and very pleased to be joined by the CFL Awards winner for Most Outstanding Offensive Lineman. It's Stanley Bryant of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And Stanley, this is the third time you've won this award. What does this mean to you to win it this year? Considering everything that's happened this year, what does it mean to you to win it in 2021?
It's a blessing. We didn't have a season last year because of the pandemic, and just me believing in myself, coming out here and being able to continue to play the game of football that I love and show my consistency, and then being honored at the end of the season is a great thing and a blessing. So I'm just happy to be a part of it.
That's great, Stanley. You and I have a great teammate in common in Zach Colaros. Can you talk a little bit about what it's been like to be in his huddle and to be an important piece in his offense?
It's great, man. I love that guy to death. He's a tough guy. He plays through anything. He's a fun guy. He likes to have fun as well. But he goes out there and gives it all every night. Zach is one of the great quarterbacks in the CFL. Went through some injuries and things like that, but I think he's proven himself as still an elite quarterback, and I'm just happy to be blocking for him, man, honestly.
Stanley, if we're talking about elite, obviously we have to talk about Andrew Harris, and let's throw Brady in there. Let's throw Johnny in there, because I know, you guys are lining up, and sometimes you might not even notice who the running back is. But what does it mean when you see guys go off for games like that? Is that a point of pride as an offensive line? When you look back and you think, okay, we had a game where these guys were able to do big things.
I'm not gonna say it's pride. It's just I'll say that we take heed in our craft. We know that any guy can be back there with the ball, and we just got to go out there and be physical and open holes for guys. Andrew, he was injured some this season, so it was great for Brady and Johnny to get the experience and go out there and play. And those guys did well. Brady, this is his second year. Johnny been around for a while. It was good to see them work. And, having Andrew back last week with even a bigger play, he showed that he still have a lot left in the tank.
The third time you're getting this award, man, that is quite an achievement of its own. Are you just going to keep getting better and better each year you keep playing?
I'm like fine wine, baby. Get better.
Especially the offensive line, Stanley, because that's such a unit that needs to be cohesive. I've talked to guys who have played it, and they've said it almost needs to be synchronized swimming, synchronized skating, right? You guys need to be such in sync. What does this mean to you to win this award, not just for yourself, but for your teammates on that offensive line?
It's always about those guys. As a group, we do everything as a group. We go out there and play the game as a group. We're always on the same page. So I mean, without those guys, this award wouldn't be possible. I love Jamarcus, Patty, Drew, Mike, Jeff Gray, Chris K. All those guys, man, they put in the work. We work well together. Just one of those things that I'm happy to be a part of. And like I said, there's nothing I couldn't do without those guys. We work well together and we do great things.
Stanley, you were nominated along with a few of your teammates this year. You've had quite the season. What does it mean for you to be getting this award on a year when your team has also found themselves in the Grey Cup and a chance to be champions on Sunday?
It's great, because you have that support here with you. The past 2 times that I've won, I was here alone, besides with family. But it's great to have my team here. We're here to win a championship. This is an important week for my team, and without those guys here, I don't know if this would be as special as it is tonight. So, I love those guys, and I'm happy that they're here.
Stanley, I know, speaking of happy that you're here, your 14-year-old nephew in the building tonight to see you win this award. What does that mean to you?
I love it. He's been to Canada a few times. I don't know if he went to. Did he go to the other one? He went to a couple of award shows. But I just had a rare moment right there, so I bring him up, and show that we breathe different down in the U.S. So he enjoyed it, man. He was so worried about what he's gonna wear, so I think he looked nice for the night. But it was good having him up there.
Stanley, I got family in Matthews, Carolina, and Charlotte, North Carolina. So you're making all of North Carolina proud here.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, we're all in the same area then. Okay, cool.
All right, very cool, very cool. Congratulations on the award. I know this is the Ticats Audio Network, but enjoy the weekend, my friend. Congrats.
Yeah. All right, Luke, holla at you.
Hey, thanks, Stanley. Have a good one.
That is Stanley Bryant. He is the winner of the most outstanding offensive lineman in the CFL Awards. Our thanks to Jordan Williams, the most outstanding rookie. And as the CFL Awards continue here at the Hamilton Convention Center, we're very pleased to be joined by the next award winner. It's the most outstanding defensive player, and it's Adam Bighill. He's the 6th player in league history to win 3 most outstanding defensive player awards. This season, the 9-year veteran showed no signs of slowing down, racking up 70 defensive tackles, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, and a touchdown. He's a product of Central Washington. He anchored the CFL's top-ranked defense, which led the league in fewest offensive points allowed, fewest offensive touchdowns, lowest net offense, lowest second down efficiency, most turnovers forced, and lowest opponent passing efficiency. And Winnipeg allowed 13.4 points per game. That's the 9th fewest per game in CFL history. He received 42 of the votes. Adam Bighill is with us now. And Adam, congratulations. You've won this award before, but the season that you guys have had, everything you went through in 2019, everything you went through 2020, 2021, I have to imagine that this one means just a little bit more.
It absolutely means a little bit more. The defense we had is so special. You listed off a lot of the stats right there, and undoubtedly very, very impressive. And it's just an honor for me to be able to play with these guys, and I'm just so proud to be a part of it. And I said on the stage that there's other guys that are deserving of this nomination as well. I'm so humbled that it is me.
Adam, I gotta tell you, you were one of my favorite players to just be on the field with, and and that says a lot, because you tackle in a way that receivers don't like, but really just always had a tremendous amount of respect for you, playing against you, and just enjoyed watching you play. And I'm just so impressed that you're at a point in your career after the COVID break, after 2019 that had its own struggles. How does it feel to you that at this point, your 9th season, to have made such a gain and to be named the outstanding defensive player after a couple tough years of adversity?
Yeah. It's been a crazy ride. 2020 was such a tough year for so many people, my family and myself included. And I kept my eyes on the prize and things I wanted to accomplish. I never gave up even though times were very tough. And I just kept focused on what I wanted to achieve. And I know what creates success. And I just stuck to it, even though it was really tough at times. And, come back, playing the game at a level that higher than I ever have before. And, it's just a testament that we can all accomplish anything we want if we put our mind to it.
I know when people talk about these awards, you mentioned, you're one of 12 guys out there on defense, but a lot of people look to their defensive coordinators. What is it about Richie Hall that he's able to get out the best of not just you, but this entire defense? I know he's been there a few years. What is it about him that he's been able to have these results that we've seen on the field?
Well, Richie really does a great job of understanding the personnel that he has, and we have a lot of packages. We get a lot of different guys on the field. He's just really good at trying to affect opposing offenses in different ways, whether it's personnel or scheme. And not only that, he's just such a great person. He takes all sorts of considerations from players. I have conversations with Richie on a daily basis about how do we attack offenses. And, it's been so great working with him. He gives me a lot of input and the ability to feel like I can help this team in other ways other than just on the field. And it's just a great, great, great. And it's just an honor to be able to play for him.
Adam, we talked with Stanley Bryant already. He's, at this point in the awards, has received the most outstanding offensive lineman. And then, of course, you have a number of other teammates that got nominated for awards and could potentially be awarded in those categories as well. This has been a special year for the Blue Bombers. It's got to mean a little bit extra to you to think about being up there with your whole team in the city and with your teammates potentially bring home awards with you tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the first time I've been a part of an award show with my team here. So obviously very, very special. And you mentioned the year that we've had, and it's been amazing, but with that being said, Sunday is all that matters. And if you don't win the big game, it's all going to be forgotten. And with that being said, our eyes are on the real prize for Sunday and what's really important. And, that's just really the business of how this game works.
Adam, you've been in the league now 10 years, 9 years minus last year, but what does it mean to you to be an American who has had so much success, who has kind of embraced this country, who has played coast to coast? What does it mean to you, 10 years in this league, to be an American in the CFL?
To be honest, I never would have ever dreamt it. I didn't know much about the CFL before I came up here, and boy, have my life has completely changed. I met my wife, who's Canadian, in Vancouver, and have 3 kids here. We live here full time in Winnipeg now. When Canada's home, Winnipeg is home, and I never could have saw any of that coming, but I couldn't be more happy. Canada's just been so amazing. I love it. I love where I'm at in life. I love how surprises come and you never expect it, and I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
Adam, congratulations on this award. I know this is the Ticats Audio Network, but enjoy the weekend, my friend.
Thank you, guys. Good talking to you, Luke, as always. Appreciate you, man.
Adam, thanks, man. Good luck.
That is Adam Bighill. He is the CFL Awards winner for Most Outstanding Defensive Player. Our thanks to Adam Bighill for joining us here as we're broadcasting from the Hamilton Convention Center as the CFL Awards come in. And now very pleased to be joined by the most outstanding special teams player. It's DeVonte Dedmon of the Ottawa Redblacks. Ottawa's main return man, led the league in kick return touchdowns. He had 3 of them. Punt return yards, punt return average, kickoff return yardage, and kickoff return average. The William & Mary standout accumulated 2,063 combined return yards while recording 10 big plays on returns. He registered 2 punt return touchdowns and a kickoff return major this season. The Virginia native now joins teammate Lewis Ward as the only Ottawa players to win the award. And DeVonte Dedmon is with us now. DeVonte, congratulations on this award. What does it mean to you to hold that trophy?
First off, thanks for having me. It means a lot, man. My family wasn't here tonight. We don't have passports. So this right here is for them and my teammates back in Ottawa, man. Like, they pushed me hard all year long. They trusted me from the jump to have the punt return and kick return job, and they worked their tails off for me, and I appreciate them.
Well, congratulations. You look dynamite. Nicely done.
Thank you.
The sharp black suit for award night. Good call. You gotta think a year back. Could you have seen yourself being up in Canada and being so impactful in the return game and getting this award? Is this something you could have seen for yourself?
Man, Coach Dice told me from the jump, he was like, it's your award. He told me from the jump, he's like, you're a player and you're explosive, and I need to see it every week. And I'll forever be grateful for him and Coach October, JM, Marcel, PY for giving a guy like me a chance.
So you had this award in your sights. This is something you knew about and a goal you set for yourself?
Yeah, it was a goal I set for myself.
That's
after the Grey Cup. I want to win a Grey Cup.
You mentioned Coach Dice. That's Bob Dice, the special teams coordinator of the. I mean, he is a guru. Like in Hamilton, and Luke knows this. We're lucky to have a guy like Jeff Royenbold, but these special teams gurus. What's it like being coached by them, guys who know this league backwards and forwards, because there are those little intricacies of the CFL that you got to pick up. What's it like to have a coach like Bob Dice to show you the ropes?
When it comes to Coach Dice, I'm asking him questions every single day. Like, hey, what do you see here? Would you rather me go outside, inside, fake outside, go inside? Like, just little things like that. And then just having him just dissect film in front of us, like the punt return team. Like, even when our punt team's going, I'm catching punt return, so I'm seeing what they see, what the punt team sees. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can work off of this a little bit more. So it's every guy, it's iron sharpens iron. So we're just really excited.
DeVonte, obviously we talked about this. 2021 didn't go the way you wanted. What are you most confident about this group of guys? That there were a lot of signings, between the end of the season and now. There's a feeling in Ottawa that something special can happen. What are you most confident about this group of guys?
As you see, it's the guys that they signed: Ave, Richie, Lou, LP, Gilly, Nige. Like, these guys are guys that you can go to. They're the vets that you can go to no matter what it is, no matter what time of day. You can call them just to check on them, and they'll give you the truth. They'll be honest with you. If you're not playing well, they're on your tail. So these guys are what Ottawa's built on, and I'm really excited to take the field with them again.
You're able to get a little taste of Grey Cup week here.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, man? A rookie in the CFL. What is this week like to you?
This is insane. I've never been to a ceremony like this, so I'm walking around taking it in like all the fans themselves. I'm seeing some of the great players that I played against all year long, and like they're fly out here. I see Simone walking around with the fedora, and I'm like, okay, like that's the kind of stuff I like to see. William Steinbeck, like, never met him before, just found out he went to Virginia Union. So these guys are guys that I've watched play, and I'm just a fan.
The turtleneck suit, the red. I love the red.
Like the little red black.
So did you dress yourself? Did you have someone pick this out for you? I gotta ask. Are you just naturally this stylish or what?
Yeah, you can ask Lapo. He doesn't like my style, but yeah, I switched it up a little bit. Put the little red for the red blacks.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
The turtleneck too is. I know we're on audio, but the turtleneck is what
Sets
gets
it
me.
off.
I love it.
It's the accent
You
velvet
see,
red socks down there,
me.
man. That's
you
where it's
see me.
at.
DeVonte, this is your first CFL award. I'm certain it's not going to be your last. Congratulations. It's been fun to watch you this season. I say that as someone who covered the Ticats. I can't wait to see what you do in the years to come.
Hey, man, thank you for having me.
Awesome. That is DeVonte Dedmon. He's the CFL's award winner for most outstanding special teams player. Our thanks to DeVonte Dedmon of the Ottawa Redblacks, the most outstanding special teams player, for joining us. And now very pleased to be joined from the Hamilton Tiger Cats, offensive lineman Chris Van Zeyl, who received the Jake Goddard Veterans Award, which is given annually to a Canadian player who demonstrates the attributes of Canada's veterans: strength, perseverance, courage, comradeship, and contribution to Canadian communities. And Chris, you and I have obviously talked throughout this season. I know how much you love talking about yourself, Chris. To win this award, I mean, it's not for what you do on the field, it's for what you do off the field. First of all, congratulations, but what does it mean to you to be recognized for what you do?
It means the world to me. I mean, it's obviously something you never think about receiving an award for. You do the stuff out of, in my opinion, out of the goodness of your heart. And I mean, it's when you are recognized for this, it's honestly a cherry on top. But it means a lot to be recognized. And I don't know. Again, it's for all the different things that you're being recognized for. I mean, you start looking at all those things, and you kind of reflect a little bit, and it's really special, honestly.
Chris, my man, so happy for you. This is well deserved. When you read what the Jake Gadar Award is for, it's like literally you, man. Like it is exactly meant for a guy like you. The thing that I just think is so cool about your story is that you're coming off of a season where you were the most outstanding offensive lineman as a 36, we skipped a year, and now still on top of the league, you were an all-star, and now you get this award that sort of shows like Louie said, the things that you do off the field. I mean, really, you're piecing together quite the epic CFL career, my friend.
Well, thank you very much. And again, it's to be recognized for something like this, it means a lot. It's after graduation and whatnot, to be recognized in this way, the world, and be a part of the team and the organization. It's taking the opportunity that you want to.
Chris,
be able to get out into the community and help people and do things to make a difference, and then it's
Chris, I mean, we appreciate you coming on here. Congratulations. I know you got a tall task ahead of you this week, so we'll let you get focused on that Winnipeg Blue Bombers defensive line. Thank you so much for doing this, my friend.
See you, Chris. Love you, buddy.
Thanks, Louie. Thanks, Lukey. Appreciate you guys. Have a great one.
I will always own the title of the second most famous person to come out of the St. Alexander Huskies of Fonthill, Ontario, because of Chris Van Zeyl. And I know Miss Bellantino's class at St. Alexander was rocking the black and gold today in celebration of Chris Van Zeyl and what he's been able to do. By the way, very pleased now to be joined with, listen, I've said this about a lot of my favorite Hamilton Tiger Cats. Mike Daly, number 35. Because we go back to a McMaster charity volleyball tournament that we won when they hosted OFSA.
Did we ever win?
Oh my gosh, we crushed.
You
it
guys
wasn't
have quite
even
the history.
close.
Oh my goodness.
we go way back. But Mike Daly is here. He's the Tom Pate Award winner. The CFLPA announced he is the CFLPA, the honor of presenting the Tom Pate Award. It's the award presented not just for one's ability to perform on the field, but an award given to a player who displays qualities that distinguish them from their peers off the field as well. And Mike, I mean this with the utmost sincerity, because this year is got to have been a little bit frustrating for you as a player dealing with the injuries, but man, you never took a practice off. You never took a game. What did it mean to be out there for your teammates, for such a young defense, for such a young special teams unit, for you to be out there to just be there? What did that mean to you?
I mean, yeah, it was pretty frustrating. But I guess you kind of get in where you can fit in. And, you know, I felt like these guys were trying to learn the game. And, you know, I feel like I could have helped them as much as I possibly could. But, I mean, you see how fast these guys pick it up. That now it's almost like just trying to, you know, pump them up, really, because they're kind of seeing it at such a rate for how young these guys are, and you know, they're such good players that now I'm just kind of trying to help them be the best that they can be. And you know, yeah, it is tough watching, but you know, fit in value where you can, and that's kind of what I was going with.
Mike, I just love the fact that that you get this award. It fits so well. I'm gonna flatter you here on our podcast, but sincerely, you're the kind of teammate that makes you feel better about yourself. You're the kind of guy that makes the group better by everything that you do, and the times throughout the year where we caught a glimpse of you, like with the monitor, you get picked up in the TSN monitor or whatever, when the broadcast, like you got energy. And like, did you feel, it's great to be honored tonight, of course, but could you feel during the season that you were making an impact? Could you feel the difference that you were making?
Yeah, well, first of all, I learned from you, Tass, because you pretty much described yourself when you were described. But absolutely, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is, my cousin came to a game, and I'm always holding up the personnel cards, right? He's like, man, you're the biggest fan out here. Every single play, you are holding a sign up.
Yeah, we see it.
We see it. We know.
But I think that's kind of what you need. And I mean, better than anybody, when there's those little slouches in the game or a slump at some point, like, you always need one person, even though they might be annoying on the sideline, you always need that one person being like, come on, let's go. Come on, we're all right. Let's go. Keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if that's got to be my role to help us win games, then that's got to be my role, whatever it's got to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't play quarterback. I can't throw at all. But any other role, yeah, like if it's got to be that.
I would put you on the offensive line. I think you'd give it your all.
He's got the body for it.
Yeah,
Right?
he's built
as long
for it.
as you put me in between Rev and Van Zeyl, I'll be perfect.
He's the winner of the Tom Pate Award, and I mean, especially this award because it's CFLPA nominated, right? I mean, it is the players who put the, like, does it mean a little bit more to be like, because media, we're a bunch of nobodies in the media, right? But to be recognized by players, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, you media guys, huh? Especially you, Task, huh?
I know.
You and Twos now, you media guys, I tell you.
How quickly they forget,
Words,
eh?
yeah. No, I think that's the coolest part is when you can get recognized by your peers for things you do. That's probably the best honor you can have because, you don't do it, you don't go in saying like, I hope my players, my fellow teammates vote me for this. I hope they vote me for that. You just kind of go in there, be yourself, and everybody just is themselves. So to get, something voted by your peers, it's the highest honor I could receive. I'm super happy.
Dales, you are getting ready for another shot. That you and I have taken a couple shots together at this Grey Cup, and you're gearing up for another one. How do you feel? What's the team energy like as you guys go into this biggest weekend?
Yeah, I think we're just kind of trying to stay calm, cool, collected. You know how it is. It's you don't want to get all the media hype, all the stuff that's going on around
media
you.
guys.
Yeah,
Again, wow.
It's always the
Throw us
media
under the
guys.
bus. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, this is getting pretty bad now.
It's the Ticats Audio Network. It's fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
But yeah, you just try to get all that distraction out and kind of, knowing it's not just another game. That's kind of the way you go about it, right? You got to kind of just, the next play mentality. It's just whatever you're doing at that time, focus on that 100%. And then like Coach O says, refocus. And, that's kind of what we have to do one play at a time, right?
Awesome.
Is Butts crazier as a player or as a coach?
Different kind of crazy, but the same level of crazy if you can carry it over, right? Yeah, he's, he's exactly the coach I figured he would be, and he's a fantastic coach. And you know what? Part of the reason why you look at all the young guys that are out there and how well they're doing now, right? I mean, the amount that he knows is incredible. I mean, he taught me when I first came in when he was a player. He'd be out there, smacking dudes left and right, and then be coming out and saying, hey, and if you get, if you can get a little more outside shade here, you'd be able to drive downhill on that. And I'm like, holy cow, this guy just lit up about 4 people, came off, and then told me how to do it. I was like, this is perfect. But no, that's exactly the type of guy he is, and he's a fantastic coach.
Yeah, Craig Butler's got a little Jacqueline Hyde to him, 100%.
Yeah. And then there's a Nick Cross winning an award, the 3 All-Stars on the DB, even Stavros, seeing what he's been able to do.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit of Coach Butts in Stavros every time he goes out there. Mike, it's so great to see you recognized for what you do. You're a great player on the field. Thanks so much for doing this.
No problem, guys. And
Great
next
job,
time I won't bag on you guys too much.
Our thanks to Mike Daly for joining us, the winner of the Tom Pate Award in the CFLPA, and very pleased now to be joined. And I really love this award because it is the Canadian Football League, and very pleased now to be joined by the most outstanding Canadian. It's Bo Lokombo. He's a linebacker for the BC Lions, and despite the shortened 14-game season, Bo fell just 5 defensive tackles shy of his career high of 71. His 66 ranked 10th in the league and marked his 3rd consecutive campaign with more than 50. He added 11 special teams tackles while equaling his career best in sacks with 4 and establishing a new personal benchmark in interceptions 3. And his total of 92 defensive plays was good for 6th in the league. He's a former Oregon Duck, and he's with us now. Bo, congratulations. And like I said, to win Most Outstanding Canadian in the Canadian Football League, what does that mean to you?
Man, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. It means a lot, man. I mean, it's awesome to be, mentioned with some of the greats, some of the people who won this in the past. Just to be a part of this event is special, especially not being able to play last year, having the year, canceled. So it's special. I'm truly honored, and I'm really happy to be here.
How great is it that you and your not only teammate Jordan Williams, but position group are both here and honored in this award show? That's got to be cool for you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Jordan Williams is a great player. It was really cool to be able to, play alongside him and to see him develop the player that he became. We came in with the mindset of wanting to get better every day. He has a mindset of, he loves the game. He loves the game just like I love the game. And so to be partnering with somebody like that is really cool. And, it showed. He's a great player. And, yeah, man, it's pretty exciting. We're definitely going to enjoy this tonight.
I'm sure you will. And what's it like being in Hamilton? Obviously, 2021 didn't go the way you wanted to, but to be in a Grey Cup city is a little extra motivation going back to BC in 2022 and to have that feeling of like, boys, we got to do this.
Absolutely. It's so cool to experience this. I feel like going into 2022 season, I'm going to have a chip on my shoulder. I know Winnipeg and Hamilton are playing in the Grey Cup. That's going to be awesome to watch. But I know going to 2022 season, I'm looking forward to pushing those guys and encouraging those guys that, hey, maybe next year we could be a part of this. We could be Grey Cup champions and be a part of something great. So I know going into next year, it's extra motivation, and I'm looking forward to it.
I know you're a former Oregon Duck. I know Jeremiah Masoli is a former Oregon Duck, and like just to have that little connection. Like I know this league. I mean, it's such a tight-knit league. Yeah. So to have those little connections and things like that, to see a guy like Jeremiah, who I'm sure you know pretty well, yeah. to get to be in this position, what does that mean to you?
It's cool. Jeremiah Masoli, when I came in as a freshman, he was our starting quarterback, and he was just a good leader. You could tell he had a glow in him, that he was going to be the best. And to watch him coming in was cool. He took me in pretty early on, and he showed me some things. As a freshman, you don't really know what to expect. But, as a quarterback and as a leader of the team, he took me in and showed me some things. And to see him, excel in the CFL is awesome. There's a lot of Oregon Duck players in the league, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I talk to a lot of them still till this day. And, yeah, man, like, the CFL is awesome. Even when I was at Oregon, people used to ask me all the time, like, can you see yourself ever playing in the CFL? Because a lot of people thought I was going to go in the NFL. Yeah. And, it worked out the way it did. And I am so fortunate, and I'm so grateful to have the CFL in my backyard, to be a part of it, to win Most Outstanding Canadian. It's awesome.
And we talked about Jordan Williams, and, for him to win this as a Canadian, to win Most Outstanding Rookie as a Canadian. I know he was, the 2 nominees were both Canadians. This league as a whole, like it's such coast to coast. Like, what does it mean to be here in Hamilton to celebrate this big game with people who love this game and who love this country?
I mean, it just shows you that the CFL is strong, and it's here to stay. I know a lot of people were talking about the CFL being completely canceled or folding, but it's very strong. You could tell people love the CFL. I love the CFL. To win this award alongside my teammate Jordan, a linebacker, somebody who I saw every day, is cool. I know going to next season, we're gonna be talking, about like me and him throughout the season, we were pretty competitive anyway. And yeah, man, like I'm happy for him. I'm happy for myself. And yeah,
He's
man.
coming for your award now.
Yeah, he's gonna come.
He's coming for
my award
most
next year.
outstanding Canadian.
And I already told him, we spoke this into existence. I think like week 14 or something. I told him, we're gonna win this. You're gonna win rookie. I'm gonna win most outstanding Canadian, and here it is.
Well, I know this is on podcast, but I hope people get to see pictures of you tonight. Because you are rocking this suit that you're rocking the bow tie. Like it takes a lot to pull off a bow tie. Who dressed you tonight? What are you wearing tonight here, bro?
Hey, I gotta give credit to my girlfriend. She definitely helped me pick the bow tie. I thought I looked better in the tie, but I'm happy I picked the bow tie. And
got
yeah,
the
man.
matching slippers.
Oh, I know
here.
the shoes.
Suede shoes. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby.
Yeah.
It's all
well
good.
done.
Bo, congratulations on this award. Best of luck in the 2022 season. I know the BC Lions are going to be a force to be reckoned with, and the linebackers are going to be a big part of that. So congratulations on this, and best of luck in 2022.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Our thanks to Bo Lokombo for joining us, the CFL's most outstanding Canadian, and now the final award of the night. And a very special one for the two of us here, Lucas, because we know this guy pretty well. He's the CFL's most outstanding player. It's Zach Colaros of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. He led the Blue Bombers to the league's best record. He's a former Cincinnati Bearcat, who are doing pretty well, by the way, in the college football season. Zach, congratulations on MOP. And on a personal level, like I said, I mean, I have seen you, at your best, at your lowest. To see you at this point, man, congratulations. What does this award mean to you?
Appreciate it, Lou. It's obviously an honor to win the award. There's a lot of history that goes into this league, and people who have won awards. In my case here, the MOP. So that's not lost on me. Obviously, that being said, I think it's obviously football is the ultimate team sport, and you can't accomplish anything without your teammates. So the team award, they have to give it to somebody. So I'm honored to receive it, on behalf of the team.
Zach, you know what I think about you, man. You're one of my favorite teammates of all time. I love you to death. Congrats on this award, and congrats on your new addition to the family as well. A beautiful Winnipeg family in the making.
Another girl. Later on.
Your hands are full, man. But this team, you've got a special group of guys. You had an unbelievable regular season. What can you say about all these guys who got awarded tonight that are in the lining up with you this weekend, and what this team is all about?
Yeah, Luke. Like you said, and I appreciate the compliment there. That you're one of my favorite teammates I've ever had as well. I love you. We have quite a few guys that I put up there with you on this football team in terms of just being the ultimate teammate, and I think that goes a long way to success in the football field. So obviously you have to go out there and execute, but when you have love for the person next to you, and you go out there and lay it on the line every single time, that's really what it's about, and how you win football games. So we have a lot of those guys in the locker room. It's a credit to the organization, Mike O'Shea, all those guys for bringing them in. But this award again and this season is about all of us.
But Zach, I hate to bring up the lows again, but I mean, I have to feel like you have to go through those moments to get to appreciate moments like this, to get to appreciate moments like 2019 in Calgary. Can you kind of reflect on just getting to this point, right? Like, this is such a high, and I know you got a big game on Sunday, but to be recognized the way you are, to see your team recognized, can you put that into words?
Again, Lou, it's something I think we'll talk about, down the road, 10, 20 years down the road. Specifically this award, or even championships that you win, you're able to play in those games and win. Right now we're really focused on the process. And focused on this game on Sunday. It's been an amazing journey. For me individually, and I this game and this league has afforded me the opportunity to meet so many great people. You and Lukey Bravo there being two of them. So I'm really lucky, and it's a privilege to play in this league.
Well, we got a chance to talk with Adam Bighill and Stanley Bryant. Obviously, Michael Shea also was an award winner. You guys got a great squad. Zach, love you, man. Can't wait to see you guys on Sunday for what will be a fantastic Grey Cup.
Luke, are you cheering for me?
Well, we're broadcasting on the Ticats audio network, so no.
Zach, we both will be happy regardless of the result on Sunday. Let's just put it that way.
All right, Luke, I'll see you at the Anchor Bar in 30 minutes.
You got it, brother.
That is Zach. That is Zach Colaros. He is the CFL's MOP for 2021, and a well-deserved honor. And of course, of everybody who's known Zach, has been really fortunate to get to know him. And thanks so much for tuning in with us tonight, by the way. And now, because you've listened, it's time for the keyword to enter for your chance at Grey Cup tickets, as well as round-trip flights to anywhere Swoop flies. The keyword for this show is Van Zeyl. The keyword for this show is Van Zeyl, because he won the Jake Kadar Award. So let's go to ticats.ca/listen to win. Enter for all the contest details. That's ticats.ca/listen to win. Enter the keyword Van Zeyl. Good luck, and keep listening all week for more chances to win. And be sure to listen tomorrow as we have more exclusive content right here on the Ticats Audio Network. On behalf of Luke Tasker and Louie B., our executive producer is Dave Cadeau. Our audio producer is Dave Butko. For the Ticats Audio Network, I'm Louie B., hoping you have a great night.
Ongoing coverage of the 2021 Grey Cup Week is provided by the Ticats Audio Network and presented by Swoop Airlines. Subscribe, follow, and like to hear the latest from what's happening in Hamilton leading up to the Grey Cup.